In Florida, the state animal is the panther, and there's a movement afoot to construct so-called panther underpasses on federal highways to protect the animal from cars. Investigative reporter Steve Wilson begins a three-part special report tonight on the money the taxpayers may be paying for a plan to protect the panthers.
He doesn't look like a panther. He's not even black. He looks more like the star of a Mercury commercial, resting now after a terrible ordeal that shows just how far folks here in the Sunshine State will go to save even one of their precious panthers. They brought in a helicopter to pick him up when they found him half dead on the side of a lonely stretch of road that crosses the Everglades. Whatever hit him caused massive injuries and crushed both his back legs. After they patched him up at a Naples animal clinic, a state plane airlifted him nearly 300 miles to the University of Florida. More than a dozen people worked all night in an operating room at the vet school trying to save the big cat. Orthopedic surgeons used stainless steel plates to rebuild the animal's legs, a sophisticated and expensive operation.
The total care of this panther involved, including the surgery, anesthesia, post-operative care, medication, I think it was somewhere around $7,000.
But now that's peanuts compared to the $27 million the state of Florida wants from American taxpayers for its controversial plan to save the panthers from extinction. They're afraid there are not many like him left, maybe as few as 20 here in the Everglades.
When you got people moving into the state at the rate they are here in Florida, you got to have places to house those people, you got to have shopping centers, and much of the panther habitat has just been usurped by people. Panthers can't live in it anymore.
Florida wildlife officials say it's the traffic on the two-lane roads in the area that may be the panther's biggest enemy. In fact, at least 4 panthers have been struck in the last 2 years. Now, there are plans to widen the road they call Alligator Alley to make it part of the interstate highway system. With Uncle Sam ready to foot most of the bill for that, Florida has been quietly working to get the feds to pony up millions more to try and protect their panthers.
You can't place a value on an endangered species that is your state animal and a part of the state heritage. They're worth what it takes to save them.
Well, federal highway officials howled long and hard when Florida first wanted $120 million federal tax dollars. The $27 million plan is Florida's fallback position. But as we'll show you this week, there are plenty of questions. Some people say there's nothing really that special about the Florida panther, and they may be far from extinction.
What we have here are cougars. I'm not ready to accept that there are distinguishing characteristics just for the Florida panther.
We think it's kind of silly. There's plenty of cougars in Florida.
And wait till you see and hear about the plan you are being asked to pay for. Underpasses for panthers? And are state officials just guessing they'll even do any good?
You can say it's guessing, or you can say it's the best scientific judgment. I'd rather call it the latter.
In the Florida Everglades, Steve Wilson, KTVU, Channel 2 News.